Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. I am Denise Gavan, the finance business coach, here to give you some tips on how to get your products and services ready to sell for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. And I'm going to just give you some quick tips. And I know a lot of you guys already know if you've been in business for a while. I already know a lot of you guys already know what to do and how to do it. But I just want to make sure that you truly capitalize on Black Friday this year. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what made me want to do this training. I'm going to say many years ago, I'm thinking it's 2010, is when I did my first Black Friday sale type deal for my business. Now, this has been over a decade ago, and I was really green to the situation, didn't know what to do and how to do it. But let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. Like I mentioned to you, I am the finance business coach. And back 23 years ago, I started a financial service and tax business. And I would assist small business owners with their tax planning, their tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll. I taught them everything I knew about financial services. So I've been in the business for a long time. And so I wanted to come on and say, hey guys, if you have a product or service, come on, let's get it ready to sell for Black Friday. Black Friday is a time when a lot of us small businesses where we get a chance to get our products and services ready to sell, double our sales in 1 month. Sometimes people can triple their sales in of what they make monthly in just one weekend. And I know this doesn't sound real to a lot of people, but for me, making about $5,000 to $15,000 in one weekend is lots of money for me. I don't know about you guys; it's a lot of money for me. So back about in 2010, I did my first Black Friday sale, and I had a program. It was for tax preparers who came in who wanted to work under my tax business, and I would do a training. I would do a in-house training, and the training would go on for about four weeks. And what they would get with the training is it was like $500, and they would get 4 weeks of training, and they had the privilege of coming in working with me under my company using and they came with software where they did not have to purchase any tax software, and then they had me throughout the entire tax season. If they had any issues, with their clients, I was there to assist, and it worked out really well. But the things that I'm about to teach you today is I made a lot of mistakes because I could have made lots and lots of more money actually, but it wasn't all about money for me. Running a business is something that I love, especially my financial service side. I love doing it. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't love crunching numbers, doing bookkeeping, payroll. That's not the side that I love. I love servicing small businesses because when I first started my business, I did not have anybody to hold me by the hand, take me by the hand and say, Denise, do this. Step one, step two, step three. I had to figure it all out. So that's why I love teaching about financial services for my small business owners. So so going forward with my Black Friday incident, I wanted to help others start their own and see if this was an industry that they wanted to tap into because tax preparation is seasonal. So, what I did was I created my program and I got it ready for Black Friday. So, what I did was I knew that the tax season, we start always in December. So, I wanted to get me 20 people in, about 20 people in to help me so they could at least see if they wanted to run a business or if they just wanted to come in and make seasonal income. So I created my program and it was $500. But for Black Friday, I discounted my services. Now, that is a no. I discounted it so I could get a lot of people in. That's one of the things I'm going to tell you. We are not discounting things here. So let's dive into it. I'm going to give you about 5 steps on how to prepare and get ready to sell your products and services for Black Friday. Let's get started. Now, let's go. Now, the first thing I want you to do is you need to come up with a promotional plan. How are you going to promote your business? How are you going to promote your services and products? Now, promotional plans is where you're promoting what you do and your product or service. That's all it is. It's a plan on how you're going to promote. Now, for those who have multiple services and multiple products, for Black Friday, I want you to pick one that that's going to be your promotional item or your service. So for me, I promote my business checkup program. Now, that's my signature program where I assist small business owners to scale their business, and I teach them how to check out what they have going on, and I help them create a better way of doing business. I prepare them for funding. I show them how to become bankable. I show them how to get their finances in order so they can go out and get all the funding that's out there. So that's what my business checkup program is, and that's the program that I'm going to promote for Black Friday. So pick your signature program or your signature product. Now let me give you some more ideas for those who are in different industries. Let's say that you are in the transportation trucking industry, and your signature program could be just dispatching. That's the program I want you to promote for Black Friday. Now you must come up with your promotional plan. How are you going to promote it? You're gonna put it out on social media platforms. You're gonna send your email blast, and you're gonna get it automated to where it'll go out, so people will be ready to buy when you open your cart. Now, what I mean by that is you gotta get it set up to where when it hits midnight, however you set it up. I'm gonna open mine up on Thanksgiving evening after everybody's full, fat and full off of the Thanksgiving dinner. About 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock p.m., I might say 9, I'm going to open up my cart where they can start shopping for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. So they have all 3 days. And then that Sunday is in there as well. So they have the entire weekend to purchase my program. Now, that's the first thing I want you to do is come up with your promotional plan. How are you going to promote your product or service? Secondly, I want you to price it perfectly. Now, I don't recommend that you up your prices or lower your prices, but stand firm on what you've been selling your product on. Now, what I normally do is I sometimes discount my programs at a certain period because I want people who's really interested who did not have the full amount. I give them the opportunity to get it at a discounted rate. Now, I don't open it up like that all the time. And I don't recommend that you do that as well. But that's on you. You're going to decide how you're going to price your product or your service. Now, right now, throughout the end of the year, I have been discounting my program, my business checkup program. It is on discount throughout the end of the year. January 2023, it will go back to its full price. So these are some of the things that you should decide on your pricing. I do not recommend discounting, but that's going to be you're going to have to determine your pricing. Now, the purpose of us setting a pricing point is we want to make sure that we are creating, we're still creating a plan where it's profitable. You want to make Black Friday profitable. So the first thing we're going to do is come up with your promotional plan, and then you're going to decide if you're going to offer discounts and get your pricing point get it right, get it how you need it to be. Now, let me say this about pricing. Now, you have to have a goal. You have to have a goal in mind. On Black Friday, my goal is to make for the entire weekend is $25,000 for the 3 days. That's my goal. And I've strategically written down how many services, how many clients I need to service in order to make $25,000 for Black Friday for the entire weekend. So that's what you need to do. You need to take the amount of whatever your pricing is and multiply it by however many clients you're going to need to get what you're trying to make. Let me rephrase that because I'm confusing myself on that. So with me, I'm going to use myself. My goal is 25,000. I know that my product that I'm selling is 24.97. So I'm gonna pull my calculator out real quick, and I'm just gonna give you a little math. So mine is 25,000, and my program is 24.97. That's $2,497. So in order for me to make $25,000 for the weekend for Black Friday, I need to sell to 10 people. That's a wrap. I know I'm going to exceed my goal. I know I will because that's just how I am. I know I will exceed that goal, but I know I have to sell a minimum of 10 programs in order for me to meet my goal. So that's what I want you to do. Take the goal, make your goal, say I'm going to make 25,000. Take your price of your service and your product, divide it into that 25,000, and it tells you how many clients need to patronize you on that weekend in order for you to reach your goal. Very simple. So that's number two. Get your pricing point and your goal ready to go. So number three, let me tell you number three. Check your inventory. Now, for those who have products, I know selling out is a good thing. Everybody likes to sell out their inventory, but you got to be prepared. Stock up. If you sell merchandise, shirts, cups, bags, whatever you sell, bracelets, CMOS, I don't know what it is you sell, whatever it is, you must be prepared to meet a certain dollar amount. So you know that if your product is $30 and your goal is to make 5,000, you got to see how many sales do I need to make and how much product do I need to have in order to make my goal. There's no need to sit around and make a goal and you don't have enough products to sell if you are a product-based business. My business is service-based, so I still know how many clients I need to serve. And so that's another thing. So make sure that you have all the product on hand that you need to make sure that you reach your goal. Check your inventory. Have more than you need. Now, a lot of people who, like myself, we all work with a staff. We have people that help us out. Make sure that if you're going to sell more or double what you've been doing, that you have enough manpower to help you, because you're going to have to ship. You're going to have to package up things. If you're selling a product, you're going to have to be prepared to do that, because when people buy from you, you want to deliver great customer service. If you say that I will ship the product out and you will get it in 2 days, you want to be able to make sure that you hold yourself accountable. I must get this out in 2 days, or whatever your policy is. You want to make sure you enforce your policy on your shipping and getting all of your goods to your consumer. Now, let me say this. For those who have a service like myself, there's still things that you need to make sure that you have in order. Now, when they come and click on my website, it shouldn't be to where they can't order and they having issues. You got to make sure that your merchant systems are working properly. Your website all your clicks are ready. So you need to test it out. You need to have someone test it out for you, because you don't want it to overload. Now, because if we're doing more business that we normally do, you got to be prepared. So keep in mind that you don't want any mishaps. You want to make sure that your website or your landing page, or however your clients order from you, that it is working with no hiccups. Now, I'm going to say this. All of us who are in business know that we cannot always prevent technical difficulties. We can't. But when it comes to something like this, you need to be prepared. You have time to test it out. You have time to make sure that everything is in order. You don't want to wait till the last minute and then your website is not is down, or they're not able to click on your shop. Your cart is not open to where they can purchase. You want to double check and triple check these items. So make sure that you have enough staff, and that you and for those who kind of operate solo, if you don't need staff, if you have a service business, make sure that you have tested out all of your carts, tested out your everything. So let me rephrase. This is a two-part. I'm talking to people who sell services, and I'm talking to people who sell products. And for those who sell both, this is for you. Make sure that you have enough staff to help you with shipping, have enough staff to help you with your overload, have enough staff to help you with everything. And secondly, make sure if you don't need the extra staff, make sure that your platforms are functioning properly. Make sure that your cart is functioning properly when people are ready to purchase. Now, I'm gonna and I just want to tell you this also. When you have your systems in place, there's nothing to worry about. Being ready and prepared is the most important thing. So if you have not created a program, I'm kind of talking to those who already selling a product, but they just need to maybe enhance it so they can capitalize on the Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. I want you to go and enhance your program. Now, for those who are just going to start out and say Black Friday is going to be my start, I'm kudos to you. I want you to do that. Action, action, action has always been what I teach. I know a lot of people say, well, I wanted to wait till January because I'm building it up. Then when January comes, you're going to say, I'm going to wait till spring break when the kids are out of school. Then you're going to say, I'm going to wait till summer no, if you don't start now, you're going to continue to make excuses on why you're not prepared. So if for those who are going to, for the first time, sell their service and products on Black Friday, I am so proud of you, and you can do this. Just be ready. So make sure you're taking notes. You can do this. So, and I want you to keep it simple. Don't make it hard. Don't make it hard. If you've been in business for yourself and you have a product and service, who is the person that can sell it the best? You. You are the person that knows your product and service, and I want you to not be afraid. So, in order for you to build your business, to scale your business, what is the number one thing that we all need? You guessed it. It's clients. So, in order to gain clients, you have to have something to sell to them. So let me tell you this. Keep it simple. Don't make it hard. Don't try to sell. If you're not already doing this, don't try to create 3 or 4 products just to sell for Black Friday. Create one signature program that you're going to push for the next week or so. Create it, one signature program. And I'm going to give you an example. I have clients and I have a friend. She bakes sweet treats. She has multiple treats that she bakes. I'm talking about they all are delicious. But my recommendation for her would be to push your lemon pound cake. Now, if people want to get other items, be prepared. But the lemon pound cake is what I would recommend that she push for Black Friday. Offering flash sales, saying, hey, meet me at this area. However she decides to do it for pickup, I want her to be more creative, and I want her to push just one product. But you can also throw in there that once they see your site and they go to order, they're going to see all the other goods that you offer. And then just be prepared for that as well. So I know it's kind of hard when you don't know about how much products and services you need. Well, I'm going to say products right now, not services. How much product you need to make sure that you meet your goal. Have enough. Don't worry about if I don't sell. Don't worry about that. You have 3 days. You have a whole weekend. Make your goal, make it realistic, make it attainable. You want to be able to say, now for me, $25,000 in one weekend is doable. I've done it. I've done it before. I know how to do it. I should up it, but I'm going to be realistic for 3 days. I can do that. So I want you to be realistic on yours. So if being realistic is making $2,000 in a weekend, that is awesome. Have enough product on hand that you can make that amount of money. Because I was telling my story about, and I'll get so excited about jumping into everything. I'm gonna back up a little bit. When I was telling my story about how I sold my tax program, I actually targeted 20 people, but I ended up getting 8. I discounted my amount, which my program was $500. And I said, for Black Friday only, I'm selling it half off, which was $250 for the program. 8 people came in. So that gave me $2,000 in about 3 hours. I sold some more throughout the weekend, and I didn't reach my 20 people. I didn't reach the 20 client goal, but I got very close. I did about 11 for the entire weekend. But in 3 hours, I sold 8. So I'm telling you, the reason why I'm pushing this is because I know it works. And how I sold the 8 is because I promoted it. I sent out my email blast the day before. I sent it out weeks before. And I was consistent with it every 3 days. They saw something about my Black Friday sale only. I gave them specific details on when my cart was going to open up. My cart opened on 9 p.m. Thanksgiving night. And no one bought anything Thanksgiving night. But Friday morning, Black Friday, is when I got 8 sales in 3 hours. It was like 3.5 hours or so. I got 8 sales in 3 hours. I was so proud of myself because that was my first time doing it. And throughout the weekend, I think about 3 or 4 more sales came in. So I did about between 11. I don't really remember. I'm sorry, guys. It was about 11 or 12 that I realistically did. So I did really well for that weekend. Being my first time, I was kind of all over the place. I didn't really know my pricing. I dropped it at the drop of the hat. I just dropped it. I just did slash the prices from 500 to 250. Now, that is one of the mistakes I made, and I'm telling you, don't discount your prices. Keep your prices where they are. Let me tell you why. Now, the reason why people are going to spend money on Black Friday, they're going to spend money. Why not spend it with us, small business owners? Small Business Saturday, it is designed for us small business owners to patronize small businesses or other people to patronize small businesses. People are going to buy on that day. But make sure what sets your product apart from everybody else. I'm a finance business coach. I'm an expert business coach. Let me tell you, there are so many other wonderful, awesome finance business coaches out there. And when I'm saying that because I know a few of them, and they are awesome. So what sets me apart from everybody else is I have a program that's going to fix a problem that you have. My program fixes a problem. Now I'm talking about my business checkup. Business checkup is for small businesses who are stuck, who are saying, I've been trying to get funding. I need a little extra. I need a loan. I need a grant to help me in the next stages of my business. I've gotten here. I'm stagnant now. I've established my business. And I'm just a little confused on how can I go to the next level? And it's a lot of things that could be stopping them. I give them what you call a business physical. Now, let me explain to you what that is. A business physical is just like a physical that you would get if you go see your doctor. Most people go to the doctor annually for a checkup, for a body checkup, or and to make sure that you're in good health and that you're getting that you're not overweight, that your cholesterol is not high, your blood pressure is on point. We go for checkups so to make sure that our bodies are functioning the way that it should, so we can live a healthy life. We should do the same thing for our businesses. Our business needs an annual checkup. That's what my program provides. It gives you a way to say, hey, last year I made $100,000. And and we take a look at it. We say, well, let's see what did you do to make this $100,000 last year? And I look, I check out everything. I say, you did good. But right here in this area, I need for you to stop using your business account for personal use. I know you guys don't do that, but some people do that. So those are little things that I can say, hey, and then I can say, look, let me help you get funding. This is what I need to do. So that's what my program is. I fix that problem for a lot of small businesses. When I'm done with them, they are able to get all the funding that they need. They can go get business credit cards. They can go and get business loans, lines of credit. And mostly the main thing everybody wants is grants because they do not have to pay them back. So when they're done with my program, they will be able to do all of that. So make sure that what you're selling, people want or people need. And people buy from you because of who you are and your story. Everybody, my clients know that Denise started from scratch, self-taught, but I have gotten education on how to make my business more profitable and how to scale my business. But I started from the bottom. I learned. I went to YouTube University, Google University. Those were my universities until I learned. When I learned more, when I got what I'm saying is when I started doing more, I learned more. And so that's what I'm telling you guys is make sure that your program or your service or your product it does something for the people. Like my friend Tori, I'm giving her a shout out right now. She sells sea moss, and I love her product. I'm one of her. I hope I'll be one of her biggest customers because I want to stay stocked with it. Her product is amazing. So what I'm saying is her product is for people who are health conscious, who are mindful of what they're putting in their bodies. Sea moss have so many benefits, health benefits. And I'm on that health kick right now. So that product is something that I need. She will always have my business. So my purpose of saying that is don't feel like when I say, does your product fix a problem or help a need? You got to make sure that you're selling. If you're selling shirts, that's fine because your shirts, you're supposed to sell any product with love. So I'm just telling you, for your products and services, make sure that number one, that you have a promotional plan. That's the first thing I want you to do is that you have a way to promote your product or service for this Black Friday. Number two, you got to make sure that your pricing is on point. You got to make sure that what you're selling, that you're able to reach your goal. You got to set a goal. I just mentioned to you, my goal is 25,000. In order for me to reach that goal for Black Friday, I must sell 10 programs. And I know it's doable. It's doable. 10 programs in 3 days, I can do that. Now, with your help, I can exceed that. So number three is make sure you have enough help. Hire people, grab people to help you. For those who have a product that needs to have something shipped, make sure that you're shipping out your product on time because this is going to be different for you. We're talking about doubling and tripling your monthly sales in just 3 days. And for those who are not used to doing it quick like that, you're going to have hands on deck. So make sure you're prepared with enough product, enough help, and packaging. Make sure it's top notch. And your pricing has to be on point. And lastly, I want to make sure for those who are selling services, make sure that your cart is working properly. When people go to click on your website or your landing page or whatever means you have for them to purchase, make sure that your not social media, but your cart is working properly. You got to make sure that people can buy and pay. You don't want to be manning it, because that's something you don't want to say, oh, just Zelle me. No, you got to have your stuff on point. Make sure that your merchant systems is set up, your POS system is set up properly. If you're in a storefront, or if you're in a building, you're selling merchandise, make sure that you have enough staff, make sure that you have enough product to sell. Now, the goal is to sell out, but you don't want to sell out in the first hour. You want to have enough to sell over the period of the 3 days. Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. Those are the days that I want you to push your products. And you want to have enough people on board, enough product on board. You want to have your systems working properly. And lastly, but not least, keep it simple. What I mean keep it simple is, don't try to sell 50,000 products in one weekend. Have your signature product that you're going to sell and your signature service. Although you do have other products, but make one that you want to sell. So I'm going to give you example for those who have shirts and things of that nature. I shouted out to Tori with the sea moss. She has multiple flavors. She has juices. She has recipes. But I would recommend that she push one of her signature, her number one top seller. For me, I buy mango. I buy the mango. And I would recommend that she push the mango, even though she has other flavors. Push one item and be prepared to sell the others. So keep it simple. Keep it simple. People, I like it when you allow me to come to you and give you these tips and tools on how to make your Black Friday epic. Now, I want you guys to be ready to patronize other small businesses. Now, for those who know me, you can reach me on all social media platforms at Coach Me to Life. My Facebook is Coach Me to Life. My Instagram is Coach Me to Life. And my website is coachmetolife.com. Go shop with me on Small Business Saturday. I have some good programs for you. I have lots and lots of things that you can use for the end of the year. Small business owners, the first thing you need to know is you need to have your books in order. If you don't have a way if you don't have a cash flow and you don't know how to maintain your cash flow and have an income, you're technically, in my opinion, you're not a business if you don't have revenue coming in. So for those who need help in that aspect, go book a 15-minute call with me on my website, coachmetolife, the number 2.com, coachmetolife.com. Book a 15-minute session with me so I can get you on point. And you need to come on into my business checkup program. Now, I already told you it's not discounted. I'm not discounting my prices, but trust me, it's what you need, and it's going to take you to the next level. So be ready for a Black Friday. Make sure you send me, I want to see your stuff. I want to see your advertisements. I want to see what you're doing, because I'm going to patronize small businesses on Small Business Saturday. And I pray that that's one of your businesses that I will be patronizing. For now, I want to let you know I'm going to do this training one more time before Black Friday. So listen out. Do not miss out on your Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday sales. Get prepared. Get ready. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And I will be seeing you guys do great things on Black Friday. You have an awesome Saturday, and go get prepared if you're not. Talk to you later.